Wherever good is threatened, heroes rise to the challenge and always save the day. Except when they don't. And that's when PENN ZERO goes to work. The animated Disney XD series premiered with a preview in December 2014 and an official preview in 2015 last year. It has aired an entire first season and has a small to medium fan base online. Yet, for some reason or another, it has not gotten the attention its fans believe that it deserves. I mean, it's on a channel that has Disney in the title. Disney! Who normally market their shows to within an inch of their lives just to make sure you know about it. But maybe that's asking too much when the even bigger hit Gravity Falls could barely get any marketing or merchandise until it was already on its way out. So if this little cartoon you've never heard of is so good, why haven't you heard about it? Nice cyclical reasoning there, chum. Well, I don't know. But I can tell you my top 10 reasons why I think PENN ZERO Part-Time Hero just might be a great show for you. Do you like portals and interdimensional travel? I'm talking to you, Gravity Falls, Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and Rick and Morty fans. Well, this show has got that. It even has an added bonus to its interdimensional travel. It was described by one of the creators, Jared Bush, as being zapped into the third act of a different movie every episode. And that's a pretty great description. Fans of the classic series Quantum Leap might enjoy the fact that Penn and his crew don't only travel to other worlds or universes. As part-time heroes, they literally become the heroes of that world and fight the part-time villains. But we'll get to that in another number. If you like shows with this fairly specific type of sci-fi-like gimmick, going to other worlds with a big machine, then this is a show you want to check out. Number 2, do you like punch card heroes and villains? In a kind of Kim Possible type fashion, Penn, Boone, and Sashi have this interdimensional world-saving thing as their job. They go every day to an abandoned movie theater where Phyllis, the great and mysterious character played by one of the creators of the show, Sam Levine, hello Gravity Falls and Rick and Morty fans, I see you there, sends them on their missions to each world. They do have training to keep themselves at their best, but for the most part they're just regular kids, especially Penn. The villains as well do pretty much the exact same thing. Both Ripon and Larry work at the kids' school during the day, and then afterwards go off to be villains and try to thwart Penn & Co. While it is true that Ripon has this fixation on becoming a full-time villain as opposed to a part-time one, Larry, his part-time minion, could not be a nicer guy. This obviously seems like something he just does in his spare time for fun, since, spoiler, it isn't like he needs the money. Number 3. Do you like a good sympathetic lost parent or family member stuck somewhere because of Portal's theme? That's very specific, but guess what? PENN ZERO has got you covered in that area too. Our adorable little red cotton candy-headed cinnamon roll protagonist Penn only began his part-time heroing because his parents were heroes before him. They worked with Phyllis, and one day something happened that trapped them in another world. And not just any world, the most dangerous world imaginable. I sure hope the capital letters are coming through in my voice when I say most dangerous world imaginable, because I am trying my hardest. While they are capable and still seem in good health, poor Penn is separated from the love of his mom and dad. He's got his aunt, uncle, and a chinchilla to take care of him and keep him company. But the whole threaded plotline of missing them and trying to find them in the vast multiverse just tugs on my heartstrings and was a big factor in drawing me to the show. Number 4. Do you like main characters who are self-proclaimed total dorks? My good people, I present to you young PENN ZERO, ever the dork. No matter what, it seems like he is almost always excited about the worlds they zap into and the hero he gets to play. He dances, makes up his own songs, and just generally dorks it up every episode. I don't think it's any surprise that I low-key ship him with a slightly aged-up Mabel Pines. His best friends are also pretty darn fun and make for a well-balanced, dynamical team. So great that I had to make up a word to describe them just now. Sashi is the part-time sidekick, which means that she is allowed and encouraged to be the kicker of many a butt. Something that she could not be more pleased with, by the way. At first glance, she does seem like a tough girl, tsundere type archetype, and she is a bit to some extent. But I feel there's more than you'd see if you didn't look hard enough. There's more than meets the eye. That was not a pun on her actress. Her parents, unlike Penn's and Boone's, aren't heroes and have no idea that she saves the multiverse on an almost daily basis. The poor thing has to hide what she does and just wants to feel like someone is proud of her. Which, besides the heroing secret thing, is something I think we could all relate to. Girl needs a hug, but she might try to kick you in the face if you tried. Boone is their part-time wise man, the character in the typical hero's posse who is supposed to help by giving the hero advice and sage wisdom. Boone is well, he sure is Boone. That is his job, and he always tries his best with his heart in the right place. He's got a ways to go, but you'll love him anyway because he is such a, well, Boone companion. He's also voiced by Bumper from Pitch Perfect, so it's pretty great when he sings, especially when it sounds like he's making up the words on the fly. Speaking of which, number 5, do you enjoy dialogue that sounds like it was improvised by comedy geniuses? Rick and Morty fans, I know you're still watching. Well, unless someone in the comments decides to correct me in the most polite manner imaginable, because that's how YouTube comments go, right? It at least sounds like several of the characters have times when their lines are improvised. That just makes them funnier and sounding more in the moment, and it's just great. If they aren't improvised, then it is definitely a testament to the writing. Number 6. Did you enjoy Zootopia? Well, Jared Bush, one of the co-creators of PENN, co-wrote and co-directed Zootopia. So Zootopia fans, get on in here as well! Number 7. Do you like lovable characters that have relationships with each other that are progressive with a storyline that is episodic but also has an overarching plot in each episode? What's that, Steven Universe fans? You were saying something? Well, PENN has got you covered there too. It may not seem apparent in the earlier episodes, but once you get to the big flashback episode that's the penultimate one of the first season, see what I did there? You'll see how far the main 3 and the rest of the cast have come in terms of their relationships with each other. Sashi, even though she's tough, struggles with feeling left out sometimes when PENN and Boone are being all bestie best guy friends. You can see some warmth every now and then from Phyllis towards the kids, and that's awesome. It really gives them a family feel, which is something that PENN very much needs while they're trying to find his actual parents. Number 8. Do you like songs? PENN ZERO has songs. They are very good songs. That's really all there is to this one. If I can find some legit links to them, I will post some in the description. They're good songs. Number 9. Do you like visiting different crazy worlds in almost every episode? I think the design department over at PENN ZERO needs a round of applause because that is something they have to deal with almost every episode. They have to create designs for each of the main heroes and villains for each new world that they visit. And that is an heroic undertaking in and of itself. They also need to design each new world, and with all that work, is it any wonder that we revisit certain ones in other episodes? It might also be because worlds like the superhero world, dinosaur cowboy world, and Ocean Aquariopolis are just plain cool to see and visit multiple times. With such a vast, rife with possibilities concept as infinite worlds, it takes some serious imagination to bring those worlds to life in such fun and creative ways. Incidentally, if you're only put off giving the show a shot because of their art style, let me link you to this amazingly detailed explanation for what they were going for and how it came about. For the most part, they wanted something that was different from everything that is out there at present, and I feel they succeeded. It has a lot of thought and creativity behind it, something that is reflected in every aspect of the show. I know different is weird, but weird can be cool, y'all. I recommend reading that post on Tumblr. Oh, and by the way, one of the creators, Sam Levine again, is on Tumblr. Isn't that awesome? Go follow him. Do it. Please. And number 10. Do you like secret codes and nods to things? Psst, Fallers, I'm back looking at you now. In every episode, you'll notice that the marquee above the movie theater has different letters arranged on it. In those letters, you'll find clues about the adventure that is to come in the episode. It's also worth mentioning that the movie theater and some of the story and world from PENN ZERO was inspired by creator Sam Levine's real-life memories of his childhood going to the movie theater with his dad. And there are many more reasons besides these, but I made it to 10, so I'm gonna leave you some surprises for you to enjoy when you actually go and watch it. Because you're gonna do that, right? Because you should. Right now. Or as soon as possible. Seriously. Pretty please? Pretty please with sugar lumps on top? Season 2 is in the works right now and airing sometime this year, but, you know, who knows what the future holds. We fans want a Season 3, and the only possibility of a guarantee of that happening is if people actually watch the show. People like you. I implore you to give this show a shot, especially if you are fans of the shows I kept talking about. PENN and his pals need more love, and the fandom, I'm trying to get us to call it the PENN Pals, is always looking for new members. Find it and DVR it on Disney XD, or buy it on iTunes or Google Play, which is where I found a couple of episodes. Just find it. Enjoy. Have a great day.